this afternoon, with Hazel Williams, who's involved in a really interesting project helping kids around the world stay warm and other things like that. Can you tell us a little, what's the name of the program you're working through now?
The program is Knit for Kids, and I was reading the Guidepost magazine that I used to take, and I really need to resubscribe, and they had an article in there that you could help children that didn't have any clothing if you could knit or crochet. And I can knit, so for the last couple of years, that's what I've been doing. I went to the internet and I put in Knit for Kids, downloaded the pattern, the knitting pattern, and the rest is history.
Wow.
I get a kick out of doing it. I use leftover yarn from other projects, although now I think that's the only thing I've been knitting for the last couple of years. I do have 5 grandchildren, and I've knit vests for them and a couple of my daughters, and they've got all the clothing they need.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But there are kids in the world who don't.
Correct, including Missouri.
That's right.
Not just, you know, overseas.
More than a lot of people realize, there really is.
Exactly.
There's a lot of that. How long have you been doing this?
Probably about 5 or 6 years now. I don't do it all the time. I have spurts. The summertime I'm usually outside trying to work in some flowers.
Mm-hmm. Winter
months is mostly when I do it, or if we're taking long trips, I knit while my husband's driving. You cannot knit and drive at the same time. I also do it if we're going away. I take it with me, then I can do it in a hotel room or wherever you're at. You can do it wherever you're at, and I do it when I'm watching TV.
That's great.
Helps me not to eat too many calories or drink too many cups of tea while I'm watching TV.
So who is this through, the program itself?
The program itself now, it used to be through Guidepost, and it got too big for them. They turned it over to World Vision. The head of World Vision's name is Franklin Graham, and that's the son of Billy Graham, who needs no explanation. And it's just one of the many projects that they do. You knit your sweaters, or you crochet your sweaters, you bundle them up, you send them off to an address in the United States, and from there they distribute them around the world.
Okay, so you ship them right here in the country?
Yes, I've sent 3 shipments so far. I think I've sent them roughly 45.
A total of about 45?
Yes, so there are 17 to go in.
Wow.
This one, so.
It's a bunch. That's over 60 sweaters.
Uh-huh.
Man.
I like doing it.
That's good. That's good. More people need to. Do you, how long does it take you to make a sweater?
Probably 4 or 5 hours, depending on the size and the complex of the pattern. They're a simple T-shape, back and front are identical. It's what you put in it after that that makes it, you know, extra. But I don't like the sewing up bit, because that means you have to turn it inside out, get all the little ends put in, and then sew it up. So I often knit 5 or 6 sweaters, and then I'll just have a night of just sewing them up.
Sewing them all up together.
That's not the fun part.
That's not the fun part, no. I'll bet it's not. Are there other people around here that you know that do this as well?
I don't know of anyone else. I've spoke about it in my Sunday school class at Liberty Hill Church out at Aid, and they have rallied around and got me yarn before. The postage is quite expensive, so if I can get help with getting the yarn, that's great. I go to thrift stores, yard sales. You'll be surprised.
Wherever you can get it, that's right.
I bought some at a yard sale in Dexter one time. Big old 36-ounce skeins of it. And she had about 12 of them, and I took all.
Oh, wow.
So I got a little better deal.
That's
a lot of sweaters.
That's a lot of sweaters.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. Well, Hazel, I really appreciate your time today and sitting down to do this with us. And,
you're very welcome.
I hope we can help bring a little attention to your cause here.
I hope so. I'd like to, you know, promote it for the Knit for Kids, and that's something we can all do. Right. We have enough. We should share.
That's right. That's right. We sure do. Well, thank you, Hazel.